Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. So you guys know in the past, whenever a new expansion hits, I try to make this full legendary deck list, the 30 legendary deck. And this time around, it was a little bit different in the way that it was, well, actually somewhat successful. So I give you guys the successful pay-to-win deck. So what makes this one a little bit different than the last? It's actually not a little bit different. It's a lot different. There aren't too many differences in terms of the legendaries. I think 25 legendaries are still the same as it was the last time I tried the deck in the Grand Tournament expansion. But League of Explorers has introduced 5 legendaries, and 4 of which make this deck list. It's actually all the Explorers, but they all have a huge impact on this type of deck. And I'll just go through the list of explorers more than anything. We got Sir Finley Murgleton. This little guy is unbelievable in this deck. He really makes the deck. I think whenever I play this guy on turn 1, just don't really lose that game. I'm actually not sure I lost any game where I played this guy in the early game. He's that good. And, in most decks, he's kind of a bit hit and miss, but in this deck in particular, it's very powerful because in the early few turns, you're going to play a lot of hero powers. And the main weakness of this deck is the fact that, well, you're going to lose versus aggressive decks. And while a paladin hero power is pretty good if you are the aggressor in an aggressive deck, it is not very good if you're trying to defend yourself against minions that often have 1 health, which is usually what aggressive decks play these days. So getting a 1 damage hero power, now we did the math, it's actually 82% that going from a paladin hero power that you get a 1 damage hero power, which is mage, druid, and most importantly rogue. If you get one of those, it is big. It is a huge deal to get that thing. So, getting a rogue hero power against an aggressive deck, you're just going to win because you have some heals, you have some taunts in the late game, and your opponent is just not going to be able to deal with all your value. And against the combo decks, you can use Sir Finley Murgleton so that you are kind of safe. You're kind of out of range. So we talk about how, Control Warrior has such a ridiculous matchup against Freeze Mage. Well, you can become the Control Warrior if you get a Warrior Hero Power with a shield. This deck has some healing in it already, so getting, like a Priest Hero Power to heal it to a turn, that can be a pretty big deal. So this guy makes the deck very, very viable against aggressive decks. And that's really what the deck is still kind of missing from actually being maybe a real thing. Like a deck that we might actually, probably not 30 legendaries, but really, you could probably bring this type of deck to a tournament with 20 to 25 legendaries right now. So we're pretty damn close, really. Back to the Explorers, Bran is really good. There's not that many Battlecry effects that actually work in this deck, but that's not really important. You play Bran, and they're like, oh crap! If he has Bran in his deck, that must be a combo enabler, so I'm going to lose unless I remove Bran immediately. So Bran is basically like a 3-mana 2/4 taunt, which is amazing, because having early game in this type of deck is very difficult. So you have that aspect, and he does actually function late game, because you do actually have some battle cries that can be very significant. Then we have Elise Starseeker. Elise Starseeker basically just acts as a... people are like, well, why do you have Elise when you just have a deck full of legendaries anyway? Well, it's a little bit different. It's a 4-mana 3/5, and that's really good. That's basically why Baron Rivendare's in the deck, because he costs 4 mana. Not because he's useful or good or anything else. He just costs 4 mana, and that aspect is good when you want to put 30 legendaries in one deck. So Elise is actually better than that. 3/5 stats is better than 1/7 stats, and it's not so much about the fact that you basically re-legendarize your deck. It's mostly that when you actually get the monkey from Elise, well, that's just a pretty good card in itself. It's another taunt minion that's in your deck that you can potentially draw into, save yourself from losing the game. And there's a few other things. The last Explorer, Reno Jackson, of course, automatically works, unless, of course, you use Bran to put 2 maps in your deck with Elise, which I almost did one game, so be careful of that, I suppose. But otherwise, the full heal is unbelievably powerful, because the more the more you're going to push into the late game, this deck is almost unbeatable. Like, nobody can deal with 30 legendaries. You know, people can't really deal with Control Warrior because Control Warrior has like 7 big minions. You know, it's like, wow, 7. This deck has like 22 big minions. You can't deal with that. Nobody can deal with that. So your goal is to stay alive to the late game, to basically push the game into a situation where nobody can deal with what you have. And that happens quite a bit now that we actually have some tools to combat a lot of the aggressive plays from the opponents. And there's a few other cards that kind of get impacted by the League of Explorers introduction as well. Blingtron is really good. Blingtron lets your opponent get Cursed Blade, which lets you have spontaneous lethals, which is always very, very fun. Blingtron also works with Bran. There's only 2 weapons that have the Death Rattle. There is the Death's Bite. So if you get a Death's Bite, and then the second trigger of Battlecry from the Blingtron triggers to get you a different weapon, Death's Bite will trigger on a Whirlwind effect. And the other weapon is the Power Mace. If you get a Power Mace, then Bran reissues a new weapon from the second Battlecry of Blingtron. Blingtron gets buffed by the Power Mace effect. So a little bit of synergy, which is pretty nice. But the big winner that I found is Gormok the Impaler. Gormok the Impaler, it works really well with Bran. Doing 8 to 1 thing is like your burst for the deck. Like, a 30 legendary deck actually has burst. It's unbelievable, right? And he just works a lot more consistently because you have a lot more early game legendaries. It makes it so you can play, a bunch of legendaries, hit up 4 creatures, and actually be able to trigger his Battlecry effect, which is very significant, in fact. So overall, the deck is actually quite good. In terms of results, I didn't play at too high ranking. It was still pretty early on in the month for me. But I was doing almost like 70% win rate. I started off really badly. I was at like 30% win rate, and then I won 10 games in a row. And I think I lost my first game at like rank 14 or 13, I'm not sure exactly. But it's in the clips, and those are to come, and I really encourage you guys to check those out. On one hand, I know a lot of you guys can't make these type of decks. On the other hand, it's really not worth it to make these type of decks. But for those that can, like me, it is a really fun experience, and it is a really fun experiment to see just how things change in this very ridiculous domain of 30 legendaries. So, with that, hope you guys enjoy the clips, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
You can't Black Knight your own Tyrion. I was not like 2 off lethal. I was more than that. Yeah, he's just playing a really weird deck, and I feel with the mana cost reduction, some really bad stuff might happen. Yeah, see, this is like the weird part. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Okay.
I have no time for games.
I will not hope for justice.
This is like a super sneaky Alistraza lethal here. Damn it. Well, let's just go for it anyway.
I will not hope for justice.
Foiled again. Guess that's it.
For justice.
That's how you BM. Alright. Let's keep Tinkmaster. Actually, against the Warlock, our Dude Hero Power is probably the best one. But, yeah, whatever. I don't think we'll need a draw. If it's Zoo, the Dagger Mastery is really good. If it's Handlock, probably do okay anyway. It's mostly bad if it's Zoo. So if it's Zoo, let's take the Dagger Mastery.
Shields up.
It looks like not Zoo.
For justice. For justice.
Oh yeah! What you got against that? Dude, with Sir Finley, we're gonna rush down a handlock potentially. You can't even Reno. Even if it's a Reno handlock, you can't do anything. You can't taunt, we got Black Knight. You can't board clear, we Loathed him. When the fuck is ever a 30 legendary deck going to kill a handlock on turn 6? Game over. Dude, I would be so fucking mad if I was this guy. Can't even clear. Holy shit, dude. I think I'm gonna keep Reno against the Rogue. It's usually the card I want. This is really good. It's hopefully gonna let me extend the game a bit. Well, I have Reno, so let's do a Dagger Mastery of our own.
Happy Feast of Wintervale, champion. But of course.
I think I would have considered the Mage one if I did not have Reno in my hand. Oh my god, it's Milrogue. Wait,
My hand is too full.
why did he do that last part?
But of course. Chaos.
Man, he only has one more Cold Light, so if he wants to mill me here, if he doesn't gang up the other Cold Light, he's not going to be able to win. So, I'm just going to let him do this. Okay. Yes, please. I can't Reno? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. This is not doing like any damage.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
This is fine. As long as this doesn't get prep ganged up, it's totally fine. Okay.
My hand is too full.
Yadric's fine. Discard an ambush. Now I can Reno. Ah, damn it. He does have a prep gang up. Okay. He's pretty low at the same time.
My hand is too full.
Wait a second. How much damage do I have? We have 20. Just do it? No, that's a bad idea. You don't just do this one. No.
For justice.
It's fine.
My hand is too full.
Got to keep Tyrion. That's a big deal. that's lethal.
Let me think. Who knows what secrets we'll uncover? We're gonna be rich. Open fire!
7 wins in a row, boys! Let's keep Tinkmaster, because if he innervates some like stupid thing, that's probably the only thing we can do to counter it.
Reporting for duty.
48,000 dust deck. I posted on Hearthstone, get #1 most dust required, right? Basically force them to play something. I think it's better than Tinkmaster.
Where shall I strike?
Gonna banana it. Fine, whatever. Yeah, we can kill it, but I don't really want to.
Do you have the artifact?
Three damage weapon. We can probably get that. Let's do it. Could be worse, I guess.
Get back!
That belongs in a museum.
For justice.
Swipe.
Elune, guide my lands.
That's fine.
For justice.
I should go to Vegas after that. Think so.
Show them no mercy.
That's awesome. Well, there goes one force of nature. Okay.
Reporting for duty. Well played.
It's Hogger GG.
I can
Wow! 8 wins in a row, boys! The win streak is real. Oh, we got the combo again, but I think I'm just gonna keep the Harrison against the Rogue. Okay. And this hand is pretty bad, though.
reporting for duty.
Lothip's so good against Rogue. Yeah, I think Harrison's better, though. But I guess maybe not. Lothip is so good against it. You're right about that. That's pretty good. Oh, dude, we can fucking throw 2 maps in our deck. We could juggle up some monkeys. Oh yeah, coin eviscerate. Looks good to me.
Do you have the artifact?
And then I can't Reno? Oh yeah, that's true. Oh. Okay.
Get back!
I didn't realize this deck was so popular. Without Bran, I lost my burst. Eviscerate on that again. Didn't want to draw that. I didn't want to draw that either. Ah, sure, I guess. I don't really care about dudes. Let's get a heal now. Holy pally. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, we almost did it. Should we just do it? Fuck it, Gorehowl. Well, we can't attack next turn with a weapon, so maybe not.
My hand is too full. For justice.
Who's up for an adventure?
Oh, I missed lethal! Oh shit, we both have Cursed Blade! What's going on? Okay. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's pretty bad too. Holy fuck, dude, I'm gonna take so much damage. Did I miss lethal? No, I did. Oh! Sap Blingtron. Okay, so I can get rid of my stupid ass Cursed Blade, right? Arena doesn't work. Okay, fuck it. Fuck it. We're getting rid of that. Arcanite Reaper. That's kind of a problem. Don't want to draw 2 cards though. Fuck it, I'll just draw 2 cards.
That belongs in a museum.
Justice.
But of course.
Okay. He's really low on cards. If he doesn't get Cold Light, he's just gonna lose, so...
Oh, father.
Okay, what could we get that would be really powerful? Not Chilmaw. That would suck ass. Okay, that's game. Okay, that's game. Gormok.
For justice.
Not bad.
Well played.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I do.
Oh baby. 9 wins in a row with 30 legendaries. This is like never gonna stop.